I think the most important thing most people can do is think about new, challenging, and often creative skills. And there's a lot of evidence for creative arts, music. What they do is they improve the function of networks in the brain that are at risk during the processes of aging, particularly because they're important for attention and social connection. And so if we really invest time in doing these things that we suck at and get better at them, we maintain these broad cognitive skills that we're going to need in the future, regardless of what happens. And some of that is also personal. So the goal is to build as much cognitive capacity as possible, right? I have this idea of headroom, which is the difference between what you need on a day-to-day basis versus what you're truly capable of. It's the difference between, like, on a day-to-day basis, your legs need to be strong enough to, like, get you up off the toilet, right? But your maximum capacity is, like, what's your max back squat? The difference between those is your headroom. And then that gives you capacity to perform when you're injured or sick, or you need to, like, lift your car off your buddy because it got flipped in a car accident, like all those things. Like, when you need to draw on greater resources, you want those resources to be there. Because we are going to be stressed, sleep deprived, sick, and we still want our brains to function. So investing in, like, really challenging tasks and skills builds that capacity so that we have access to it when we need it.
What is the function and, like, what is the effect on the brain when you learn a new skill, like sucking at something, which I always tell people is one of the best things you can do.
100%.
A lot of people don't enjoy it because their ego, they don't like being frustrated that they're terrible at something, but there's something about not being good at something and dedicating yourself to it and seeing marked improvement that stimulates all sorts of areas of your mind, which I find really interesting.